Preparing to stream, meeting. We really back.
Yeah,
Oh man. I got
yeah.
questions, but I'm gonna let you do most of the talking. I'm gonna just sit back and listen along with everybody else and see what's going on. Um that's that out. Oh, actually I should have kept that on. I'll get it from my phone.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, three, two. Yo. Hey man, season three. Can you see it? It's season three, no Wellin. I'm not gonna give y'all no long intro. Y'all see who I got with me. We gonna get right to it. The former. God, where'd you start out?
I started off in Cincinnati when
Yeah.
I took over the most problematic player in NT history.
God, yes. Yeah. Shout out to Tebow. Um,
Tebow was the most problematic player ever. I took
History of
over
this man.
that, and his team was so bad, it was kind of hard to
Yeah.
fix that mess. Then we went over, I think the following year, I think that was Tampa. Then that's when I from Tampa, the Josh Gordon contract saga.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep.
then
Went from that to
Green Bay,
Cincy to Tampa to
Green
Green Bay,
Bay.
right?
Yep,
The five division championships.
yep. Then I had the last pick, so I got stuck with the Rams. Not the Rams, but the Lions.
Yeah.
Then I took my talents to Cleveland, the last thing, and now we're here in
Now we here. Now we in LA.
Yep,
Well, y'all heard it from the man himself. He been in Cincy, he been in Tampa, Green Bay, Detroit,
yep,
Cleveland, and now we're with the Rams, right?
yep. That's exactly what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite bruh, Mr. Marcus D. Kent, what's up?
What up, man? Just
Man, cool. I'm cozy, plush. We ended the season a little cold, so I had to warm up a little bit. Now, first things first, I say pleasure doing business with you. One of the greatest, one of the best businessmen in the league, if I do say so myself, in you.
I try to do
Um,
fair trades, man. I don't be
yeah,
trying to give out
it's
these shiesty picks, man. It's like, I'm put this on full notice. Mark, you will never, ever get Aaron Donald from me. All right? As long as I'm the Rams, you not get him. I don't care
never,
how many firsts you send me. I don't care if you ask me a sensible deal. You're never going to get him from me, sir. I'm sorry.
never, ever.
I'm
And
sorry.
and nor should he, because Mark be putting these. See, this is the thing with Mark, and then we'll get into the show. This is the thing with Mark and these trades. For everybody, and everybody knows it, I'm just here to say, Mark wants what he wants, but doesn't want to give what's required to get it.
Exactly.
Like
He don't want to pay the cost.
if we peel the curtain back, I don't think I'm saying anything that's classified information. If we peel the curtain back, we take it back to before season one started.
Right.
I was in desperate need of a wide receiver, like a receiver that eventually became Tutu Atwell. Thank you again.
Yeah.
But before that, I was looking at like the KJ Hamlers, etc. And we nearly had a deal. We almost had one, but it was like my depth is going to be hurting because
Here we go.
you know what I'm saying. But I'm like, I also to peel the curtain back some more. I think we were going to do a receiver for a linebacker,
Right.
and multiple people in the league can tell you. I just say names. I don't like I don't like blurring the background is fine. Blurring the details is not.
Okay.
I was talking with Brandon in Miami, and we briefly discussed the linebacker, and I told him like I can't do it because linebacker is my thinnest position. And the thing though was with Mark back then, it's like you gotta give up something. Like we can't have it all, unfortunately. Like,
He
and
try
that's
to
just what it is.
he try to finesse you with some picks and Tim Patrick yet?
Yeah, now Tim Patrick, the Pro Bowler, and he just trying to market that. I mean, that's probably on billboards in Denver somewhere. Like, he's still trying to ship him out, like to this very day. But we'll get to him soon
Yeah.
enough. Let's talk about we got a lot to talk about. First off, welcome back to Wellin. It's been a minute. Secondly, how season 2 of the show started, she might remember, was the famed chips and salsa episode. Now I must say, to open up season 3, there's no better way to do so. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you address everything that's happened from season 2, episode 1 to right now, season 3, episode 1. Whatever players, whatever teams, the floor is yours.
Man, I heard that you called me complimentary chips and sauce at a Mexican restaurant. I was like, my nigga, the fuck is happening right now? I was like, all right. I know people had to lay off and people were supposed to adjust to the game and catch up. Cool, I get that. But me starting off the way I did, it caught a lot of people's attention. So I'm like, all right. I did have a list. I admit, yeah, I had a list. I went 1-2 against my list. 1-2. And the way, and I don't know why C's feels like I'm competing with him when I'm not worried about it. I'll be straight honest with you. Even though he acquired Trevor Lawrence, I'm still not worried about it. My biggest thing is stopping the nigga in Arizona. And I'm like, I know Mays, and me and him have these conversations that a lot of people don't know. Me and him have a lot of conversations offline.
Right.
Texts, phone calls, talking, and we talk about this shit. And I'm like, I see what you doing, nigga. Not cool. Then he just acquired Khalil Mack. I'm like, fam, the fuck is happening here right now?
Yo, is there a Los Angeles to Arizona pipeline that I'm just not aware of?
I don't know. That's like, yo,
cool with it, but
I'm in LA. I don't see this pipeline.
Hey. But then again, there might be an LA to Houston pipeline too, so I understand.
That is true, but at the same time, I'm trying to cave that motherfucker in over here. My name, the person I'm sharing a stadium with, I gotta go to his side of the locker room over there. I'm like, man, what you doing?
Yeah, Mark, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You trying to cause me ulcers over here in this division. But anyway, I know what's going to happen. I know what I have to do. And guess what? It's going to be a pain in my ass. It's going to be a lot harder now without Ramsey, but I have faith in Stingley to actually compete. So I'm just trying to figure out where to go and what to do now with this situation. But, like, I'm not worried about Cease. I'm not worried about Edgar. My main people I worry about in the NFC is Mays, Phil, Kenny, Mikey.
Okay.
Jeremy.
Right.
Because Jeremy and his, I got my amoeba. All right, fuck you and your damn amoeba. I know what he wants to do. I got to play smart against these people. Sometimes I slip some games. Cool, like that. Like in Chris, got about Chris. But yeah, I know what Chris becoming ground and pound right now. So you got to stop Mr. Juggernaut Chestnut over there.
Oh yeah,
New Orleans.
Damian Pierce's long lost brother.
Exactly. But it just is like the people, like I had a list on, yeah, Will was number 1, Mako was number 2, Kenny was number 3. Who was number 4? I gotta look at my list again, but I know I list in like the people like Twan and Jose.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason Twan is on the list because me and him always have a bet.
Right.
Jose was just running his mouth. And plus, he just called me out in the chat a few hours ago.
Right, I saw that.
So, yeah, those are the people on the list. When I look at the schedule, it might be a new list. But those are the main people, like, Jose had no issue with. I just want to shut him up.
Yeah.
One, bet. Kenny, just friendly shit talking. I like playing against Kenny because me and Kenny always go at it. It's always go down to the wire. The first 2 niggas, I hate these niggas in Madden. No matter what the fuck they is, I will have beef with you when it comes to Madden. Period. And what pissed me off against that game, for both of those games, last second fucking possessions, last drive, last minute shit. So you can sit here and say, I dropped 40. Nigga, you needed all 40 in your perfect game to beat me, nigga. Both of y'all. So you can't sit here and say, kick Kerm's ass. No, you can't say you kicked my ass. Because you had to fight. You was sweating, nigga. You was up in there patting yourself down with a towel. I seen you in your white bitter. Yeah, I made you come up out of that shirt, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So you had to get a last second score? Cool. I got it. It happens. It's madness football. I'm not going to win them all, but you ain't going to sit here and call me a bum. You ain't going to sit here and say you can beat my ass. 9 out of 10 times, because you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna rock your shit out of 9 out of 10 times. So guess what? Like I said, man, blind squirrel can get a nut. Broken clock gets right twice in a day. So guess what? Those two niggas got their luck. If we play again, never again. Nope. I don't give a fuck. I'm pissed. Like, that shit still bothers me. It burns me the fuck up inside.
Oh yeah, I got a couple losses that still sit with me also. And the beautiful thing is, I played them boys this season. I can't wait. But
you get to play them. I don't get to play them no more. Like I have to wait. I have to wait till it cycle back around so I can see them.
Yeah, that's the thing with those interconference ones. Like you don't give them that season. And I don't think we're doing 4 seasons, right? So it's like
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so some of them just gonna be one and done. But going back to what you said originally, you mentioned the names Mikey, world champion Mikey, might I add. Now, hold 1 second. I also was on this show, and I tell people all the time. I told you, I tell everybody else. If I say something and then the events play out to where the opposite of what I said occurs,
yeah,
I will come right here and give that player or those players their just due. So, brief pause to acknowledge our world champion from season 1, Mr. Mike Harris. Salute, sir. Congratulations. It was an incredible victory, a Super Bowl that officially was won, right? It was cemented, and those 000s hit the clock, like I said, in the fourth quarter, and that confetti fell, and it was red and pewter. Nothing but respect. Okay, proceed. Now,
also, that nigga stole my playbook, you bastard.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. So before I ask you what I was going to ask you, let me ask you about the playbook. So season 2, right? You got this playbook. How we feeling about the offense, the defense, just the team in general?
There's gonna be some changes. I gotta play smart. Better with the secondary. And we now allowed to change abilities. So Aaron Donald ability, X Factor ability was stupid. It didn't make him better. It made no sense. So I changed that. So now it's about to be a different Aaron Donald. Bobby Wagner just a star. He lost everything.
Damn. Whoa. He went from X Factor to a star? Like regular star, silver star?
Yeah. Like the game did him. The game did several people like that. They got Vaughn too.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
Like they did Ramsey that way because only Ramsey allowed because the catches because of all the sims I had. So every time the sims happened, they let him have a catch. But when you look at the user games,
like case in point, that game against Siege where he was guarding the one guy and Siege had 2 players running similar routes in that area, and he went off of that one and got the pick. I was like, I need that. Listen.
Hey, the funny part is you like, man, I'm like, no, what happened was he threw it late, and Jalen, you can look at the video. Jalen Ramsey started looking at that dude. He was looking because he was back down and he started looking. He's like, oh, it going this way.
When I said that, I was like, this what we missing out on H-Town? We don't got nobody to do nothing like that.
Yeah, but I was like, I didn't like Jalen Ramsey is one of my favorite corners. Period. And you know he's a no. And you know it hurt me to let him go. But those contracts, and that money situation, bro, I had to move him because that contract in real life, what the Rams gave Matthew Stafford is just egregious on all types of levels. So I can't really dump that salary without eating a lot of negative.
Yeah. And
like that was negative 50 mil, bro. If I move this man, it's negative 50 mil.
That's crazy. That would just kill your whole cycle. Like that's it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm stuck with it. Technically, he should be a special ass backup if everything works out like I wanted it to work out. Special ass backup. Shit, I can't get rid of the motherfucker.
Dang, that's crazy. Like,
but the offense, we switching up our offense. Because Denzel Mims is gonna be in the starting lineup now.
That's a good acquisition.
Allen Robinson, you fourth, regulated to fourth. You can't get no separation, can't do shit. Cooper Cup is, it's still the star. Now I got Akers and my boy, quite nice acquisition from Jose.
That was a good trade. That was real good.
So those two-headed monsters. That's why I switched my playbook. Because that playbook, the Bears playbook, suits what I'm trying to do. And I'm used to that playbook. So I've been using that playbook a lot. So I know the ins and out of that playbook and why I want to run it against my people. So it's no, oh, I switched to the Bears playbook and I'm going to do what C says and run that stretch play. No, man. Stretch plays. Yeah, I can run it, but guess what? I don't run stretches. If you notice my runs in the game, they've been straight ahead at the weakness of your defense.
Yeah.
If you don't have no edge people, cool, I'm going to run the stretch. But if you can't know fucking good defensive lineman inside no D tackle, guess what's going to happen? I'm running halfback dive at your ass. So I'm be like Mark, spam inside zone, inside zone, inside zone. But
I'm telling you.
But that's like with those two, it's a great combination, and that's what I'm looking at. And Matthew Stafford, I just hope I can build him back to get his superstar, but it is what it is at this point because he's a star now too. He lost his ability. So when I say this age, when he gets certain place at age, the motherfuckers regressing, they take their abilities away. So I'm like, this shit sucks. But good thing. See, I try to give you a good deal.
You did.
Because I'm like with Ramsey, he's gonna be he's still gonna have his abilities, and you can change his abilities.
99. I saw this one. Now, for context, gonna keep it real. I started this season one player. One was 80 or above. Yeah. And the thing with that player was he didn't even play.
I was wondering what you're doing, but hey, you got a young ass team, but well, I was like, Ramsey didn't lose none of his attributes. So that's why like I didn't try to drive you, but plus nobody like his X factor ability, nobody gonna go to him. Right. Like him being a superstar ain't gonna change anything from what he is because everything's still maxed the fuck out.
Yeah, it's 99 everywhere. I was like 99. I was like, this just looked like half of the field is shut down.
It really is technically, and I'm like, and plus, if you change his ability where you want to change his ability to, you're gonna be set regardless. Same with Aaron Donald. This shit is unlimited ability changing. So, but I already set it to where I wanted it to be set. So he's gonna have a great season. And plus, I'm gonna start back using him more. I didn't try to use him much because I was trying to build another DN. So I'm gonna be swapping back and forth, trying to use one of the young DNs I got from Nick. Build them up, and hopefully I can get some more people I can build up on the defensive line or linebacker. Taylor Rapp, he gonna be. I got to figure out how to get him a superstar because he had a great season last year, and I just hope he resumes what he's doing. Get up Burgess too. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to go from old to young in a slow way because you realize everybody in my secondary is pretty much young. They still in their mid-20s. Pretty much, but linebackers old, gotta clear that out. Defensive line is a mixture, like I wanted. Offensive line gotta get better. Ain't no answers for that, man. Just I can't just looking at the free agency. I'm like, damn, I wish I could sign this dude. Wish I could sign this dude.
No.
But I like Chris was like, why you sign your right tackles to that money? I'm like, bruh, that's the only good offensive lineman I've got. He earned his money. He don't give up sacks like that. But everybody else, trash. What the fuck do you want me to do? Fuck it. I gotta do what I gotta do. Tight end position, we're set. Right receiver position, we're set. We definitely set at running back. So and plus I gotta draft a quarterback. And I got no quarterbacks because I couldn't resign the quarterbacks I had because they want money. I'm like, y'all niggas bums. Why y'all trying to get $3 million a year? Why? What possess you to ask for this much money, bro? I like Bryce Perkins. You is a 57 with 30 awareness. You out your fucking mind. You're gonna fucking give you that.
Hold on. Please. Don't talk about my third string quarterback like that. That's all I ask. That's it.
You've seen it. You seen the numbers.
I did though, and they were, you know, when anybody signs to go after Bryce Perkins, it's only for the legs. When we all know it.
I was like, what the
I'm
fuck,
too
bro?
proud to say that that's not the reason why I went. I went strictly for the legs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, what? No, I saw that. So I went, what? All right, he got it, I guess. I don't know what the fuck he got going on, but okay. But nah, man, when they ask me for this much money, I'm like, bro, I can't do this shit. No, sir. No, no, no,
Let
no.
me
No.
let me ask you this.
What's up?
So you going back a bit, you mentioned these players in the NFC. You got the champion Mikey. You got the NFC regular season. No, he wasn't in the top seed. But you got Mikey, you got Jeremy, you got Jesus, you got Chris, and you got Maze and Kenny for the people that you were worried about.
Yeah.
So where including those 6, where do you see yourself as far as the whole shebang, right? Top to bottom in the NFC, or even top to bottom in the league. But we'll start with the NFC. How you see yourself? Where do you fit in that mix?
Man, I feel like I can be one of the playoffs, one of the consistent people in the playoff hunt in this league. I feel like I can be 5 or 7. It all depends. Like it's literally like when I have to play Maze, I have to play the game and play him at the same time, which fucking sucks. Kenny, stop the run. That's all. That's all I can say. Stop the run. Stop the fucking run because it's coming. You know it's coming. You know he's gonna stretch you out. Same as Phil. That stretch play and that fucking halfback scissors. You know it's fucking coming.
Yeah.
You just gotta know when you see it, you gotta stop it. But like I said, like the top people I can beat is not like I never lost. Like I never beat these dudes. Like I beat them before. It's just the point is, can I do it on a consistent basis and can I do it counts. Right now, overall, I'd say I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the league right now. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's your team right now. Everybody like, oh, because you got the Rams now. That's why you feel like you seem like you're better. It's cool. I'm stripping my team right now. Certain people go. So you got to see, do I have the 6 skills or am I good or not good? You'll see. You know, like everybody was saying, like, because let's say I was in your position, I picked the Texans, and I finished with their record right now. People are like, oh shit, he improved. But it's just because I have the team. A lot of people are like, oh, it's the team, not you. So I like now it's like, okay, I got rid of Ramsey. Whoever Stingley just become a superstar or some shit and start performing out of his mind. And people are like, well, all right, is it him or the game giving me breaks? No, it's the point is I got better and people can't accept the fact that I got better.
now, why do you think that is? Like, because with certain people, it's
because
like
certain people think I was a walking, like you said, complimentary dish. People was like, oh, this nigga is just easy dub. And that's how people looked at me, like, oh, this nigga's food.
right.
Now people are like, damn, I'm fighting for my life just against this nigga. What the hell happened? No, nigga, I improved. That's what it is. I got better. You can't get mad that I got better. And I'm just trying to tell you, like, yo, it's not, shit ain't sweet out here no more. You see my team on that shit, be prepared for a fight. Or you get the fuck up outcome that you don't want.
Now, I think you got one of the best as far as just like there's a dynamic when it comes to playing you because of what you just said, right? Everybody looking at the schedule. Like when we see the schedules in about an hour from now, and we'll probably stay on for it. When we see the schedules in about an hour, people going to look and they're going to see Rams on the schedule, or in the past they've seen Rams on the schedule, and they're like, oh, Kermit easy, like you said, Kermit easy win, this, that, and the third. However, when you actually got to go out there and win the game versus you with the Rams or you with whoever, and that game gets to probably like the second half, if not earlier, and it's close.
Yeah.
Like that can work against people because people not going to want to jump up in here when you beat them and see all the different posts that ensue.
Yeah.
When you win, I think that's one of the best advantages. You got one of the best ones, person to person in the league. To me,
like, the funny part is like when I actually play them, and it's like, nigga, this is like they don't want to admit that I got better. Like I consider Mikey the only worst L's I took all season last season was Mikey and Chris.
Mike and Chris.
Yeah, those two beat my ass. I ain't gonna say like they beat my ass. But the funniest part was like I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, y'all niggas gonna block. Y'all niggas don't want to get open. Oh, y'all just gonna let him just run past you. I'm like, all right. It's just one of those games like, nigga, I gotta eat this L. Keep it pushing because I'm like, bro, I literally was like, okay, game plan. Adjusted the game plan. Didn't matter. Did not fucking matter. I like running outside. Switch to outside, run outside. Stretches still fucking going. I'm like, why? Why is this happening? Right. I swear to God, I put this out here for that to happen, and nobody fucking wanted to stop him.
I've been there.
So I'm like,
definitely been there.
So I'm like, all right, this shit sucks. So, so I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, this is stupid. I cannot stop them. I couldn't stop him. I'm trying to stop him, and I just couldn't do it. And I'm like, all right, Chris had everything working. This is one of those games like you know, dude was working. He was killing it. All I can do is just sit here and like, I lost. I can't sit here and be like, this nigga, I'm better than no. It's like, man, I got my ass whipped. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? I'm trying.
Let me ask you this. You finished second in the division, right? Okay. So I'm looking. I couldn't wait till the top of next hour. I had to look up your opponents for next season, and it's looking like outside of your divisional opponents, you got Jeremy, you got the NFC East, so you got Jeremy and Twan, Kenny and Tone. The AFC North, so you got Flash, Reggie, B, and Daryl. And then you have second place in the NFC South, who was
Jesus.
Jesus, right. Yeah. Jesus, second place in the North, who was
second? Jix.
Ooh, wow. And second place in the AFC South was not me. Sorry. It was Evan, yeah. So, brings me to this point. You are the slow stroke king as far as they're concerned, right?
Yeah.
Evan looks like he's the heir apparent. Like, so let me just ask you in general, out of all the players last season, like who showed you something that you previously didn't know that they had in their arsenal as far as just user ability?
Evan surprised me because he figured out how to use the coach. Because I was about to say, this man don't know what the fuck you doing. At the first, I'm like, this man over here doing too much, and I was like, I hope, you know what I'm saying? He look at something that I'm not seeing, but I mean, it is what it is. If you're gonna use the coach, please use the coach correctly. Like, bruh, they're a run team.
Facts.
Run the fucking ball. And that's the same thing. Like when Edgar asked me a question, I was like, Edgar, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to learn how to throw. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to read this. I'm trying to do this. Like, bro, you
doing too much is the problem.
Like, yeah, you're not that guy. I literally had to tell him, like, you're not that guy. And he's like, what you mean? I'm like, you're not that guy, bro. It's not in you. I'm sorry. You're
some got it and some don't.
And I'm like, you're not that type of guy. Well, I'm trying to learn how to run. I'm like, okay, but just to let you know, at the end of the day.
One second.
All right. Okay.
Never mind. I'll proceed.
Okay, but I was like, at the end of the day, bro, you got a run dominant team. Run the ball. I don't know how many times I got to tell you this. Run the fucking ball.
You put them on game all summer, and my thing is for Evan. This is what I could say. Might get some guests in a second. This what I could say though about Evan Joyner. Evan Joyner plays as far as just schematics of the game, X's and O's of the game plan, the acumen for it. Me personally, I don't think there were 10 better players as far as just how they played the game the last season. Now, part of that was probably because of his team, and part of it was probably also because of who he had. Because like his whole secondary, he had Gilmore, he had Kenny Moore, he had another dude, the other safety. I'm forgetting his name, but Blackman. He became a superstar, and then whoever else was on the last corner didn't even matter. But he had them three. He had Leonard, and he had DeForest Buckner too. So I'm like, he had a stacked team, and he played them. He used them pretty well. It's just that when somebody stopped the running, he was forced to pass. It was game time. Yeah. But that's also like nobody could beat him late in the season either. I don't know what that was about.
It's the run, bro. Like late in the season, run teams take over, bro. It's that serious. Run teams take over. It literally they take over once it's like at the end of the season. If you can run the ball, like you think about it. I wasn't running the ball like that most of the season. The next thing you know, you seen that the last 4 games before I took my sabbatical. You saw what Cam Akers can do. You saw.
Yeah, he was balling. He was.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I run around, I'm one of the best runners in the game if I want to run the ball like I would really want to. But I'm more of about, hey, I can show you I can pass. But at the same time, I'm looking at like, hey, let's do this. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, because I got the team where I can throw. I got the team where I can run. It's all about. I just realized my offensive line. I got to treat this like now. I can throw when I need to throw, but at the same time, I got to treat this offensive line like I'm playing with the Bears because this fucking dude's boot putt, bro. Cool. But because I'm like, look, my left tackle 71.
Ooh, left tackle 71.
Yep.
That was me at right tackle last season before I switched for a 67 that played better.
That's what I'm saying. Like I got to try to give people a better chance, but I'm like, I'm trying to develop my line.
Hello, nigga.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Where you coming to?
I did not interfere.
Yeah, Kurt.
I did not interfere in your fucking goddamn interview. Now, did I?
Don't interrupt all your shit.
Yeah, that's fine. It ain't named motherfucking Q Dog and Clock Manager and fucking Slow Stroker. It ain't you, man.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
You better be worried about Vandy, nigga. Get off my shit.
Hey, chill out. We're not talking about that right now. We're not talking about this is about Madden and not what's going on in college football.
Oh yeah, because my condolences. It was a good 3-4 week run for Tennessee, but hey, the things usually regress to the mean eventually. So it was good.
I mean,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, I would have took the L, but losing Hendon with an ACL, bro.
Yeah, that hurt.
That's like Madden when you fumble the ball at the beginning of the game. You know the rest of the game you about to be getting destroyed. Like,
yeah.
Been there too.
What's up?
I said it's about to get ugly, bro. But no, everything with this, like I said, man, I just want to try to build my team the way I want to build my team and just show people, hey, I'm not here to be fucking walkover, bro. That's what it is. I'm not about to be no slouch and no easy dub over here. So you about to fight for your life out in this bitch.
All I know is I looked at the NFC West and all y'all niggas trying to build something because that shit, everybody team over there is trash.
The arms race out
I
there.
can tell. Huh?
It says it's an arms race out there.
Hey, man. But I look, because I was like, let me go look at this trade C's made, right? Because he needed a quarterback, right?
Right.
Then I was like, okay, he gave, you know what I'm saying? That's a move. He gave up a quarterback, get a quarterback. But then I started looking at this man's team. I said, oh my God, you needed way more than a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I would start. If he had the free agent money, I would have got Tom or something. Instead of
Man,
wasting
I
some draft
wanted
picks.
to, too.
That man needs O-line. That nigga needs
Everything.
I was like, oh my God. I said, wow. And so then I go look at the cards. He needs help over there too. I mean, he got the X Factor, Brown, and all that. But man, I was like, and then see West is up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? On paper, I don't know who winning that thing. If you're talking about usually you would say Mays, but then we saw what Mays did last season. So I don't know.
I look at everything is up. Everything is up in the air, man. Like I didn't.
So you decided to make a two-headed monster in the backfield? Is that what you did?
Yeah. Yes, I did, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Swift and Cam. So that's what we're gonna call it.
I like that combo. That's a really
Swift and Cam, dog.
I hear you.
So guess what?
Huh?
So guess what? If we play, I'm gonna hit your edges, nigga, because your inside interior is too good. So fuck you.
No, the edge ain't sweet either, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, the edge ain't sweet either, nigga. We got too much speed over there. I'm telling you, Hassan done with X Factor in one season. You know what I'm saying? He went from a star to X Factor one season.
Yes.
I got too much speed on the edge, bro. I'm telling you. But it's cool. I mean, good luck. It's good luck.
Hey, guess what though? Guess what? Your team can't take so many fucking body blows with them small ass edge.
Hey man. Like I said, if somebody go down, we got somebody to replace him. So
next man up on Philly.
It's next man up in Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, I low key almost jumped on that Robbie Anderson for a number 4 receiver.
I wanted to. I couldn't mortgage that much of the future. I already mortgaged enough of it. It's about for Harmon?
No, Robbie Anderson.
Robinson. Oh hell no! I would not mortgage my future for shit.
The good thing about it,
I mean, it's a 1 year deal.
Just 1 year, exactly.
Okay.
Like
it's a 1 year deal.
Yep. And do it all.
Hey,
somebody new.
But I just didn't do it because I didn't want to take the ball away from my boy Quez. Because I don't know if y'all are paying attention. That nigga Quez started going off at the end of the season. I'm just saying. It might be an X factor over there in a minute. I'm just saying.
Time out. I need you to talk about this season. I'll be right back. But
okay.
Hey, let me ask you this question, Jeremy.
What's up?
You getting more junky trades?
What's up?
Getting more janky trades from my friend from up north?
Yankee, man, no, man. I was going, like, I almost fell victim to it. I wouldn't call it victim. I almost did one with them because I thought I was going to make a different move in the free agency, but I didn't. I stayed away from that move just because. So, because what I was going to do was let go of Fletcher and then just get a younger D tackle and had Jordan be the mainstay in the line. But I was like, you know what? That's the veteran leadership on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna leave him there because he's only got 1 year left anyway. So there's no point in selling the. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the D line the same, and then just build the young niggas up behind them.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, Philly, you can do anything in Philly right now. So hopefully with this simulated draft, I get some of the people I'm really looking forward to on my draft board. Hopefully they drop. Hopefully 1 or 2 drop into later in the first because I got 2 first-round picks. But hopefully I can get what I need.
Right.
Or hopefully the dudes I got on a lot of people's boards early, that are before me.
Same here. A lot of people I feel like I got is gonna be up, so I just got them higher on my board because I feel like that's what I need on my board at the time.
And Mr.
Yeah, I
Rome.
wanted. What's up?
Oh, no, go ahead. I'll ask you after.
Oh yeah, I wanted to go real hard for Amari Hooker because I had some plans for that man. But then I saw a lot of people jumping on it. I didn't want to spend the money, so I went with the next best thing, which was Julian Love. And I can do the same thing I can do with Julian Love. But then I found a diamond in the rough with this other backup strong safety, like a 71 overall with 92 speed with 80 hit power. So I can build that nigga up along with Bubba Bolden. So my safety position is kind of solidified right now.
Correct.
Yo, take us through this season one, because I think despite the outcome, I think this is your best season yet. Like
yeah. So so the season, man. I mean, we started out 8-0 real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I lost it, but I think I lost it. Madden defeated the game.
God damn, nigga, get connected to your internet, nigga. You over here breaking up a fucking R&B group.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
yeah,
we can hear you.
I get kicked out.
No,
oh, you good?
Breaking up, breaking up real bad. Like I was
probably because of my phone was switching to the internet. I just pulled up to the crib, but like I was saying, I ran into Twine and lost to Twine, but I think the game Madden plays when you're undefeated, it makes the game much harder. Yeah. I don't know why it makes the game much harder.
Nigga, they don't want you to win. The fuck?
Right? Yeah. Madden don't want you to go undefeated, basically, so it makes the game that much. But anyway, no discredit to Twine. I mean, I knew what he was doing. He got the dub, but everything after that, we was playing the playoff run. So the playoff run was crazy. So I had to go through Phil. Who was it first? No, first it was Kenny. I mean, that's my son now because I 3-0 that nigga this season.
Hey, welcome to the club.
I mean, I think the first game I played Kenny was probably the hardest game I played against Kenny this season. Not gonna lie. And then we had, like I said, then we saw him again in the playoffs first round. Molly, did what we had to do. Came up with Phil. I studied a lot of film on Phil. He did what I expected him to do, and he turned the ball over. So, but my game plan playing Phil was make him one-dimensional. So I was like, I'll take Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball over Aaron Jones running.
100%, especially with a Phil-controlled team.
Yeah, and especially with the old line in Green Bay, they're not that great. So we just had the secondary to make plays. Now, coming into the conference champion playing against this nigga, Mike. Mikey's team has no holes. Let's put that out.
100%.
No holes, especially with the left tackle.
Right tackle.
Oh, yeah. Hey, also, speaking of
but I feel like I know everybody like, oh, his line is perfect right now, but I'm like, without Tom Brady, it's gotta be a fucking different story, especially with Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I mean, it'll be different. It'll be different, but I think he knows how to manage a game though. So it'll be different.
But outside of that, we all know Tampa Bay's offensive line is the weak point in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Right or wrong. So Mikey made trades to make that O-line better so Tom Brady can do what the fuck Tom Brady got to do.
Correct.
Mind you, I took this nigga to OT, and he only won by 3. So, yeah, Tom Brady and his X Factor shit is stupid, right? Mikey, y'all saw the argument between him and Reggie about the flag.
Yeah.
Like I said, I knew exactly what Mikey was doing. Right. Certain formations he was coming out, I know where the ball was going. He wasn't deviating from the plan at all.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my corners would make a play where they needed to make a play, but it doesn't. The ability that Tom Brady has, the secondary, they don't react to shit. So
you got to combat that. So he did what he had to, he did what he had to do. We ended up losing Lane Johnson in the right tackle, like in the fourth quarter. So that shit hurt my whole line. Shaq Barrett got off the line and did what he had to fucking do to make a play. But yeah, so like it is what it is. This season, like I said, we're coming back strong. Like I said, we're gonna see what Mikey gonna do without Tom Brady. Because that's let's be honest. Tom Brady, as much as I hate that nigga, is a cheat code in Madden.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gonna see. We gonna see. So yeah, man. I mean, the season was great. I feel like I'm 16. I was 16-1, just like Mike.
Yeah,
I had a sim loss
before. Yeah.
I had a sim loss against Phil. If I would have played Phil in the regular season, I would have beaten him then too. That's the way I feel. That's the way we was playing ball. Jalen Hurts is getting better.
That's when you went to homecoming, right?
Yeah, that's when I went to homecoming.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, like, the same team is coming back.
This nigga calling me.
Who is that?
Desmond.
Oh yeah, the same nigga's coming back.
Can you log on my man to tell me what I'm
I need to go do my shit.
Yeah, you got
cleaning up
27 minutes.
I'm over here smoking turkeys at the same time, boy.
We'll play what you got this year.
But yeah, that's
where are
how
you
the
at?
season went, Red. I don't know. You see the like.
Hold on.
I feel like
Let's see.
I got in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even say I got my own way, but I felt like, and you know what I did? Playing Mikey, I got my own way. I didn't want to be a cheeser with the read option because I was destroying that nigga with Jalen Hurts and Mouse.
Yeah, I saw that the last.
I probably had one of the filthiest jukes in the league this season to tie the game up. I set that nigga Mikey up so bad and jabbed him coming back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, Mikey gonna talk his shit. He did what he had to do.
Yeah, he earned it. I mean, he
He had
did.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
I should have, like I said, I should have just did what I had to do with the read option. But yeah, man, we just expanded the playbook over here though. So
See, that's the thing. Oh, Carmen, you can unmute whenever you off. I just muted because you're on the phone. That's the thing I'm looking most forward to. Them Houston Texans from season 1 were hamstrung, and I hamstrung them even further with that sorry playbook that I didn't like. It felt great with that, huh?
what playbook did you have?
I had San Fran, and it felt good in like preseason because what I look for in the playbook, and I just say because what's the penalty? I'm probably using the playbook I got now for the rest of the cycle. Who cares?
Right.
Yeah, the problem with the Niners, or what I look for rather in a playbook is I need all the formations. I need all the looks. Give me single back eye form, strong eye, pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Weak eye is whatever. I don't. If I have it, cool. If I don't, fine. But for certain, single back eye form, pistol, strong eye, shotgun, robust versions of all 5. And what I realized about season week number 5 or 6, I played either Chargers Mark, or NACO. One of those 2 games, probably both. I was like, this ain't it. Because it's now, I got a whole bunch of 75, give or take, overall receivers. Brandon Cooks was injured, so we'll see what happens this year. He was injured for a lot of last year, but I got them guys. My quarterback situation was what it was. People are like, oh, start Davis Smith. I'm gonna tell y'all every single time until it don't apply anymore. If I started Davis Mills season 1, he would not have made it to season 2. Look at the offensive line. We're not talking about Larry Tunsil. because for what it's worth, for about 95% of the plays, Donovan Smith did exactly what Larry Tunsil would have done. And on top of that, if I flip Larry Tunsil to come back and get Jalen Ramsey, can you blame me? Anyway, when you look at Titus Howard, who is now gone, that was the best moment of this franchise for me so far. The day that I got to cut that man with no penalty, it was beautiful. But you look at the rest of the line outside of Kenyon Green, who's just a 21-year-old rookie, and he's now probably the best player on the line as of this moment. Everything was coming off the right side. Khalil Mack, 3 sacks on the right side. Myles Garrett, 4 sacks on the right side. Randy Gregory, 3.5 on the right side. So y'all tell me how an immobile and weak-armed Davis Mills with no receivers to speak of, truthfully, would have survived with that set of circumstances. Because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But still in all, it's his turn this year. And I got a playbook for him. We're going to set him up for success. This playbook is beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Can I know the playbook?
What's that?
Can we know the playbook?
Oh yeah, I switched that playbook immediately. And what's funny was I found the playbook that I'm using this morning, and I never should have left it because I had it to begin with. I just didn't know.
What playbook is that?
Texans.
Oh yeah. I would have never deviated from that. I used Texas last year.
I just thought Lovie Smith, and I was just like, well, if they're basing Lovie Smith's playbook off of the personnel, I ain't got nothing to see here.
No, that Texas playbook.
Oh, that thing is nice though.
That thing is nice.
So
there's 2 formations in there. I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna watch you play, and if you use it, we're gonna have a conversation.
All right, it's gonna be
because to be honest, when they were the playbook draft, I was going like, I want to go back to that Texas playbook.
Right.
But I like Philly playbook though. I truly like Philly's playbook. There's so many options I can go with, right? And then
you're running into a T too, like the execution was.
And then Jalen just get better.
I peeped that. You were doing some things. I was just like, oh, look at our
niggas see 86 throw power.
Whisper.
Niggas see 86 throw power, and I'll be slinging that. I can sling if I need to.
That pass that you had on me, halftime, right before the half.
Oh yeah,
bro, 86. Come on now. That's the versus Houston Texans bonus right there. They put another 4 in that thing when he threw that.
Oh yeah. Mikey felt it. I did it to Mikey in the game because he had like I said, Quez Watkins is about to be if I just need Quez to keep playing like he did the second half of the season for the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out. And I don't know what it was playing Mikey. I don't know how the hell Carlton Davis was keeping up with Quez Watkins when he was pressing this nigga. But they had this nigga Carlton Davis, who is one of the slowest corners in the game, keeping up with 98 speed, and this nigga got 88. That shit was pissing me off. But
wow, that don't make no sense.
But I dropped a dime over Carlton because Mikey was like, I thought that was a pick. No, but I threw that fade route to a T outside shoulder like Coach taught you. You run that 9 route, man. So it was
I got a question for you. No, it's a non-weighted, non-pressured question.
Oh yeah, what's up?
It's one I gotta ask nonetheless.
What's up?
Based off your last season, right? Do you think you enter season 2 as the best player in the league?
Best player in the league, despite
the loss in overtime.
Despite the, I'm gonna say. I can't say because I didn't see, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get to see the AFC like I wanted to. I didn't play nobody too tough for the AFC. Mm-hmm. I did play Evan. I did play you. But outside of that, I did play Maze. But that's NFC. So I didn't really get to touch the AFC a lot. And I would have to play Reggie and I would say this, to be the best player, I had to play Reggie.
Hopefully to be the best player, play Reggie?
Yeah, I got to play Reggie.
Okay.
According to Twan, I'm not gonna make it out the division. So
I heard about 6-0, y'all.
He said 6-0.
Twan said he back. That's what I'm hearing.
I don't care what Twan fucking said. But Twan has one draft pick, and he's better use it wisely. That's all I'm
Twan
saying.
said he's John Wicking you niggas in the East.
Twan beat me. And that was because I was probably doing too much, trying to learn my playbook early on the second time we played. But that little dink and dunk shit to McLaurin that he did to win against, that shit ain't popping this going around.
This nigga said he's John Wicking you. No,
Like I said,
he said he's gonna be your Baba Yaga.
Like I said, Big Kern. Twan gonna talk his shit regardless, win, lose, or draw.
Regardless.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But at the end of the fucking day, Twan ain't doing shit that scares me in Philly. I'm telling you this shit right now.
Twan plays like too, I don't want to say too conservative. Like you don't, I don't know. Like I remember the Twan who was more like fearless in his reads, right? And he only take you downfield. Lately, I say, and it's not even just this past season, this probably last few cycles. This play, he's just been a straight like underneath guys, almost like you watch like Teddy Bridgewater quarterback a game.
What are you talking about? Will?
No, I'm talking about Twan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Will. His short
Because,
game
but I separate
back in the game.
I separate how Twan plays like a more intermediate and under game. Because now you see like a lot of guys, they do the quick pass, they hike. Like, all right, whatever.
One of that post route.
Yeah, like Twan at least, what I give him credit for is that even though I think he plays probably too conservative. I mean, but when he had a rookie song, I don't know.
Nah, he had to play that way with Sam Howell.
To an extent, but still, it's like I give him credit in this regard, though. It's like he's actually making reads that are just shorter reads. Like it's not like, oh, because I know I can get this throw off of my 94 throw power quarterback
right
immediately. That the defender not gonna react. I give him credit for that because I think what like the copycat league part of this league is going to be, and if it's not already, it's going to be those quick. You're in shotgun. As soon as your quarterback gets his hands on the rock, he's throwing it to whoever in the flat or slant or whatever. Yeah. But it is what it is too. Like I just know I won't be doing that because I tell y'all this, and I say it every single time. I ain't got a single championship. And if I got to play like, the past winners and this is just in general, if I got to do anything that other people have done to win something I don't have, I don't need it. I'm going to play for it, but whether I get there or not, that's going to be on my own. Like that's going to be my own volition. I'm going to play my style and the chips are going to fall anyway. All other I ain't for it.
All right, so let's keep it 100. When I told you when Will beat me, you was like, "Oh, Will did this and Will did that." And you actually got to taste that shit. How you feel now, bro? How you feel?
I mean, you were right. You were right, but also it was like I'm looking at it like, and I look. Will, we talked all my losses last season, right?
Yeah.
I lost to Jeremy. I lost to Will. I lost to Bean once. I lost to Nako. I lost to Mark.
Right.
And Mark.
Yeah.
I lost to Reggie. And I lost to don't remember.
I think you tied.
Might have been like
did you tie or not tie?
I ain't played tie.
No, I said like tied, not tied.
Oh, Evan tied with Ty.
Okay, I remember
that's what him in the playoffs because I swept Evan, but he had that tie, and I'm like, bro, can nobody beat the Colts? No. I showed y'all week one how to do it. Anyway, nobody can beat the Colts, nobody can beat the Titans, and I showed y'all how to do it. But I feel like the last player I lost to, but I lost to somebody else. But anyway, what I felt about it though, like, is I just looked at it like I'm losing to these teams, and we ain't really get like schematically smoked in any of them. Like, I just think eventually what kind of befell us was just the lack of legitimate personnel. So it was a matchup difference. Like everybody could say, "Oh, we play this." I hate when people be like, "Oh, we playing the same game." No, we're not. No, we're not. Don't do that. Do not, because listen, if I'm in Houston and I'm getting the same amount of wins as Kansas City and LA, right? Buffalo, right?
Right.
I'm getting sent Indianapolis. We're in the ballpark with Tennessee, Baltimore. I'm doing this with Houston. Whereas I had to come up just to get to y'all's level. Y'all started here. I had to graduate to get here with this team. And that's my takeaway from it. It's like, when I get on the even footing, I'll put a foot into my ass. And that's what I'm gonna do all season too.
That game you lost to Brandon. That one hurt you.
Brandon, that was the last one. He again. That was
because that third quarter fucked you. That's what happened.
Yeah, like
the third quarter.
What happened was I had made a 65-yard field goal, right? To keep it close. But also it was like when Florida played Ohio State in the 06/07 national championship. We just weren't ready for that speed. Like season one, I say it all the time, season one's like a chalk year a lot. And the chalk showed that day we were not ready for Hill, Waddle, the other his rookie tight end who was nice, Mostert. He didn't even have Xavier Howard, and he was doing all this. So I was like, you gotta get better. But credit to them, credit to all of them. They did that thing. They did what they were kind of supposed to.
Man, speed them your ass away. That man ran your ass literally out the field.
I'm just looking like, all right, we be back. Like, it's one of those things where the ego, you have to take the ego out and be like, you know what, it's not me. Could I have done things better? Absolutely. But it's all me. It's just the state of the team at the time. We're going to see now. We're going to start seeing it real soon.
Hey, but no, like I was telling you, like, to me, like, Will got the best quarterback in the game. Quarterback in the game. And all he does is literally throw the ball to the running back. Like, Brad, you got Slant Man. Slant Man's the X factor.
And he got that, exactly. Like,
and you got Kelsey, but you know, like every time you throw a deep, it's
hold on. This man Evan is hilarious, man. Check in when you're ready, man. Appreciate the comment also.
Now, all I want to do is just say, they are fresh and crispy, man. The lineup is crispy, the size is crispy. Sorry to interrupt, man. I just had to let you know, man.
Oh my God,
so
really?
I had to come back, right?
Really?
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Yo, hater of the year goes out to Omega Psi Phi's finest, yo.
As long as you know I'm the finest, you know what I'm saying?
Man, here we go, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as long as you know.
Okay, this is Divine 9 shit. Okay, we get it.
My bad. All right, cool. I'm just gonna hop in the PSN chat. I'll let you later, man.
All right, cool. We be there soon.
Yeah, we be over there soon.
Y'all motherfuckers. But no, like I was saying, like, I get why he's doing it, but at the same time, like, bro, let me explain the Will shit about the Mecole Hardman and all his free agents. Bro, you had week 3 all season to re-sign this dude.
Right, like,
and we dirted. And the funny part is we gored out multiple times what to do before the playoffs, during the playoffs, after the Super Bowl. We gave y'all a time frame, and you didn't follow through to do it. So guess what? We was not gonna block it. You had your ample opportunity. You had your ample opportunity to do all that shit. So you lost your deep threat to fucking JT.
So he contended that he didn't have time to resign him.
Yeah, I guess that's what it said. But I was like, bro, no, you had ample opportunity. That's on you.
That's 18 weeks and more. It's a long time.
And he was unlocked to be resigned by what the minimum we will say week 3. Dang. If he's a key player.
Yeah, that's
90 times all your key players get hit up during.
He said who ended up signing Mecole?
JT.
Oh, cool.
Where you gonna go die at?
4 years, 88 mil.
Cool. Somewhere he's gonna go die at, though. It's all right.
You know, man, he switched that playbook.
I tried to pay every penny that reasonably made sense for Hardman, but I saw.
So he went to
I
Chicago.
mean, huh?
Yeah.
He went to Chicago.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
sir.
Chicago.
That's fine.
It was like I ain't
I'm
a franchise quarterback.
okay with that.
Hey man, I surprised you. Well, no.
The
Do you
best-
have a first rounder? You have one first rounder, right? You have one more left. Redo, you got one more left, right?
I got one first rounder. Yeah. Now.
Yeah. So I mean, it all depends on what you got your boards drafted up and set up looking like. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna be. I gotta give Davis
Mills a chance. Bruh, I just looked at it like you could have been playing with Davis from the jump and kind of made him better, but you had to go with your childhood hero.
Of course, like look, my thing was that Davis. I don't do 80 whatever throw power, 86 or 87, whatever it was.
Yeah,
I think it was 87, and you can't escape. Nah, and you don't got nobody to throw. Nah. It was just one of them years where just like we just wanted to get through it how we get through it. But for us to squeeze out 9 wins and really it should have frankly been 10 or 11, probably 11. When I play certain teams this season, we got to get it back in blood. That's all I'm saying.
understand.
Yeah,
it's I'm like this. My division gonna be interesting because I know May's got his superstars and what he want to do, and I know how he wants to play his team.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the division gonna come down to another crazy ass season. I think his record gonna be different this year. I'll put money on his record is gonna be way better than what it is. But at the same time, I gotta hang. I gotta stay lockstep and key with where he's at technically because I don't want him to just run away with this division. And I'll be damn I'll let him run away with the division. So I don't give a shit what C says. He might not reach 7 wins. I don't give a fuck. See, focus on you. Focus on your bum ass offensive line. Focus on trying to maintain DK. I can barely run routes ass. Yeah, I'm still on that shit. I'm just gonna die on that fucking hill. That nigga can't run routes. You see what DK had this year, and Geno Smith is playing way better than Russell Wilson.
The best he ever played in his life, Geno Smith.
What DK doing?
Yeah, I mean, it hadn't really been all that much DK for
real. People figured him out.
real.
Oh, we can take away this, and he can't get open on it no more. All right, bet. Oh, we can just play with a safety at top. All right, what are you gonna do then?
Yeah, I feel a little sorry for people who had him this year in fantasy compared to the previous.
But the funniest part, Lockett projections didn't fall off. Lockett is still being Lockett.
Yeah, Lockett's still doing him.
But people call me crazy. People was calling me crazy. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta say what I say, and I'm like this. I'm focused on my team, and I'm focused on, hey, when I gotta pay attention to Arizona in my division. I'm not worried about them niggas up in Northwest. I'm worried about my neighbor below me.
So
I can actually look across.
Let me ask you this. He pulled your record and was like basically went 7-7 last year, and he don't see you getting 7 this year.
Yeah.
How much you see C is getting this season?
The same way he got now.
What was that, 5, 6?
Yeah, 6 to 7 wins. That's why he sees it.
Ooh.
You lost Greg. Greg, all he did just run halfback dive at you most of the damn game.
Dang. I can't wait to see him play.
But there's the point is like, yeah, you cool, you good, whatever. Now you think you got Trevor Lawrence. What's that's gonna do for you if you still got no line? You trade away your best safety. So
yeah, I need to go look at that real quick.
So like you got big, you trying to go for speed, you got speed corners, but them niggas got no awareness.
And that was a lot of my problem too. Like, I mean, not really, but
I realize awareness matters in this fucking game this year. I don't know what it is, but if your players got no fucking awareness, good luck, buddy.
Dang, look at that there. Yeah, got Quandre still and got Hooker. I mean, it ain't Jamal Adams, but
No, it's not Jamal. It's not Jamal.
Safety wise, he'll be okay.
Corner wise, look at his
Well,
corners.
yeah, corner wise, yeah, corner though. That's a little harmful right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you got to play over top, and you got linebackers. You got what, Gordon Brooks, but that's not going to do much for you. You like to play on your linebackers. But he's saying because he signed all these players, he gonna give my offensive line trouble. I'm like, now if I run the ball against you,
we better see. We finna see these week one opponents in a minute.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, he had Trevor Lawrence. Ooh, I respect it, but I'm like, yo, he took a hit playing at the desk. I'm surprised to let him keep his superstar.
Right, because that happened. And you got Jalen Petrie losing his superstar. Now he back to star. I'm like, all the work I did, I gotta start over, basically.
It makes no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, but at the same time, it's like I like you tricked up Trevor Lawrence, but your play style ain't adjacent to Trevor Lawrence though. You want Marcus Mariota. You want a mobile quarterback to do that bullshit college. I want to option you to dev RPO shit. That's not Trevor Lawrence.
I think C's gonna be it's hard to say because them corners, you pointed them out. Those corners are troublesome. Talented, troublesome.
Talented, but at the same time, I have a corner issue. I got a corner issue now because I got no Jalen, but at the same time, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm gonna be fucking great.
But you know what though? Stingley at 80 overall was eliminating half the field last season. My only problem was I had a 66 overall rookie. Well, he's 66 now. He was like 61 when I started him.
Right.
On the other side. And that's where everybody was going at. But it's cool though. We gonna find out about a whole lot of people.
But I just picked up little bits and pieces corners here just to kind of help. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, I'm looking at my team. I'm looking at, hey, he helped me do what I gotta do. But at the same time, my defensive coordinator, I got him set up to get better, teach the corners. So.
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
That's Flash. He popped in.
Oh, okay. But like
my work account.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What's up with you?
So like my corner stuff, I try to work on my corners like biggest day. Like, yo. Only difference is now I got my my defense corner did safety stuff, but I'm trying to help them get other stuff up when it comes to the trenches. So
my fault. I thought you said you were trying to work on your corners, but you traded your best corner.
I said my defensive corner helps with corner work.
Oh, all right. My fault.
Hey, Flash, I gotta give you credit. At mid-season, I didn't see what ended up happening. I didn't see it happen, but you got on the roll and you made it to that AFC title game. That's I give you props for that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my worst passing year ever. I was 31st in passing and second in rushing. That's like a bizarro like flash.
Yeah, that's the inverse of you. That's crazy.
I just felt like I was able to win the big games. Like, besides losing to Reggie twice, I didn't get to play Mickey, but I beat both Mark and Jesus, who would have been like top 5 at the point that I beat them.
True, yeah.
And then I played Mark again in the playoffs. So it's like, like when I play, like I see the comments, like he's not going to win games with his offense. But it's like, yo, bro, like I'm winning, man. Like my defense is making the stops I need when I need them. I'm able, like I'm learning the game as I'm going, but it's like I'm getting better. Like I said in the PSN chats, fucking Reggie, like I probably, out of everyone in this league, I probably played Reggie the most. Because we've been in the same division 3 times.
Yeah.
And then it's like we go to the same division, then we play each other in the wild card. And then it's like, all right, so it's like he has so much familiarity that I feel like sometimes it's me like he's better than me. I'll give him that. But I think like sometimes I psych myself out, and something that I psych, and then he'll make his adjustment, and I'm over here thinking is a blitz, but he's really like in a cover 4 that I would have been able to like get the 3 yards on, and now I did some dumb shit. So, you know, I feel like if I could get over that hump, you know, or have some, or like I just need to get over that hump, bro. That's how I feel like. Yeah. But I think I'll have a better season.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think a lot of what you said like is true as far as especially Reggie. Like my thought always just from the 3 years that I've seen y'all play each other, including this one, in the as divisional opponents. I think like this is what I think. Because Reggie's so cool outside the lines and y'all cool outside the lines, I feel like that respect kind of like flows, at least on your part, into the game. And it's almost like in some cases you might be respecting him too much, and then he does what he does. And
like I said, I just think I psych myself out. He's better. Like I'm not gonna knock that. He's better than me. But I've still won games before. You know, like he ran for 3 rushing yards in a playoff game. Like I've no one's ever ran for 300 yards on me ever in my life, and it's like easy ass shit. Like, oh, you know, I fell before the play started. Then my man gets up, and you know, Chubb is running right by me. So it's like this. Like me and him, like I don't talk to people like in the chat. Like I talk to you on DMs or whatever.
Right.
And me and him always talk like after games, whatever. And you know, like I know some of the things he does, but shit just works. And you know, and people, and I know people will be like, yo, you know, like why you don't do this, why you don't do that. But like when you're in the game, and at one point you got one look, and that look, and then you see some crazy bullshit happening, and then you know, because you know it's an adjustment, and then you know, like my next play, bro, I'm not looking to that side. Because I'm expecting that to be there again. But then you know what? It's not there. And I like, so it's like shit like that. And you know what, like I said, I'm only gonna get better, bro. I lost some defense, I gained some speed at offense. Let me see if that's what I needed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good year. I know we didn't play. I feel like for as much as we played like in the early years of the league, we rarely do now. Like but I'm looking forward to that whenever it gets here. That's gonna be a fun little task.
It's because we were always in the NFC, and then after you know people started picking different teams, I've been more in the AFC. So for example, next year you finish second. No, you finish third. So you won't play me unless I play your division, which was this year, right?
We play. I don't think.
No. We didn't play, but I remember
I played the Bengals in your division this year.
Yeah, and I played that.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. So sooner or later, like if you don't win your division and you come to second, we'll, you know, or I win, like sooner or later we'll start playing each other more. And the same thing with the playoffs.
Yeah, I missed them games. I ain't gonna lie, those games, man. Sheesh, those games are fun.
I you know, it's cool to see some of the moves people have made.
Yeah. Like even it was cool to see Evan get in and get into the playoffs. I thought because like when does that really happen?
Did we advance?
Yeah,
they advanced, but I don't know if it's like the pre-draft stage. I think they giving people time to set the boards and whatnot.
Yeah, they are. We're giving people a chance to set the board for the last time before we hit that board.
Yo, people had 2 full days to set their boards, bro.
Honestly, and really more than that. Truthfully, like, because granted the combine numbers came up, but they still, had ideas of like who they be looking for. We're gonna see though. I'm looking forward to seeing. I just hope like I can get one of these first 4 choices with this one remaining draft pick I got.
Jose, look at the chat. Jose, look at the chat. Let me just show you. Look at the chat. You said people had 2 full days. Now look at the chat.
Yeah, but it's him though.
Yeah.
That's the point though. That's why we do it. That's why we fucking do this. Because people will do some shit. Like Tone, you come in.
I know, bro.
Back.
That's why I love that the shit is pinned now. The shit is pinned, and you can be like, just point out.
That's what I told them. Look at the pinned messages. I told them today, like, look at the pinned messages. I don't got time for this.
Flash, you got anybody in particular that you want to play this season?
I'm gonna play the same. Let me see who I want to see who in the AFC. I want to play Will.
Oh, that'd be good.
I want to play against Mahomes. You know, like I said, like I be seeing your chats. I mean, I be seeing like the chat, whatever, when I'm like in game or after the game. And I remember one comment was like, "Oh, how you gonna win with that play call?" And then and then I won the game. So it's like, I can't wait.
Out sometimes.
Yeah, like I pay attention. I just don't be talking. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
I just play. I just found out that XP shit too. Like that's gonna make my team so much better. I had no idea. That's a whole year. What? Yeah, that you can make the coach better. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's major right there.
Bro, my coach had like 300 points.
Sheesh. Oh, you said already then. Mine sure didn't.
I found out you could target 5 players. What?
I didn't know about the traits.
Bro, because I turned my PlayStation 5 on. I practiced for 5 minutes before a game so that my throwing motions are good and and I'm not rusty. And then I go play football, bro. Like that's all I do. Yo, I spend more time in this off season. Look at this off season shit that I did the whole season, bro.
I believe it.
And I know everyone be like, yeah, you're not. I'm literally pick up and play, bro.
I feel it though, because honestly, before this podcast, I was telling Kerm, I don't know the last one I did, and I was just like, at this point, because there was always something like if I wasn't on here or if I was trying to be on here, I'd be doing something else. This is like, I feel I'm picking up a podcast. Like it's probably like I mean, we had this one scheduled out for a while, probably at least a couple of weeks. But I just kept having to push it back. But now I feel it though, because it's like I turn on the system, gotta get warmed up. So that's like 10 to 15 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Like I remember a couple of years ago, someone was like, "Oh, just run the meta," and now they're like, "I'll keep it a buck." Like I've been, like looking, learning, whatever, and like a lot of the shit you see online is what people do in the league. They just masquerade it.
Yep, that's a fact.
And even more on the defensive side. Once like I see like the line come up, and you see people like moving up, coming in, and coming back out. I'm like, yo, why is your player doing all of that?
Doing the most, and even and I'm not saying necessarily anybody's like doing anything illegal, but I'm just looking at it like I look at people that do all the man blitzing and whatnot, and I'm just like, couldn't be me.
That's the new hot thing though. That's the new hot thing though.
And that's why it's so corny. Like I don't like y'all know. I don't really like what's hot, and that's whether in the game, out the game. Could talk about shoes, uniforms, the play styles in the league. Like I just can't get with it. Like ew, nah. Like let me just lose it and not have no Super Bowls. I'll be fine with it. At least I did it my way.
But you got to several Super Bowls doing your way. So I mean, one of these days, something got to break through.
You would imagine, but it's like I think Jeremy said, like when you like my very first Super Bowl play, I got the ball first and he fumbled the opening kickoff, and legitimately that has started the theme, and the theme has continued almost 8 years later, and it's the same.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you win a Super Bowl this cycle, will you say this one will be more sweeter than winning with you as Carolina, or not? Just because the work you have to put in just to win it with Houston, I feel like
right.
Better winning winning it with this team than Carolina. I know Carolina is hard, but at the same time,
at this point, I don't care who I win it with, but I would say this: if I win it with, don't let me win it with Houston. If I came back from from 74 overall to a world championship with them, that would be the sweetest non-Carolina Super Bowl ever. Because I started with nothing out here.
Yeah,
No
nothing.
X factors, no superstars. Like I was playing 2D chess compared to y'all in the 4 or 5D.
I think the only thing you got going for you is that you're in a competition without a lot of competition. I mean, in a division without
The division, yeah, that
Yeah.
helps. And it's like all I had to do is get these boys to 79, and they here now. I'm gonna smoke the AFC South.
Like no offense to like them, but if you go 5-1, you're good.
And here's the thing, I went 5-1 last season in the division. The only one was a loss to Bean, and I think that loss was so
fucking
unlike
Henry.
us. It was so unlike us that I hadn't even really taken no type of way. I'm like, all right, we had an amazing opening drive, and then after that, the wheels just fell off. And all right, it's one of them games. It is what it is. But I got that game circled. Like I'm gonna get all that back and then some. But at the time, it was just like,
you know what's funny? I was looking at the playoff, like the playoff picture, and it had like, I looked at it and it was like, oh shit. In my head, I'm like, oh, Reggie might end up playing Mark. I'm like, good. One of them two niggas gonna knock each other out. Then I'm gonna play fucking Evan, and then I'm gonna have to play one of them. And when that shit advanced, I was like, okay, I gotta go through the gauntlet. Okay.
Yeah, that game with you and Mark was like, that was
insane.
One of the 3 best games of the season. That game was really good.
Yo, I can't believe my team was selling. Yo, I don't even want to like play defense and just let the computer do it. Cause I would switch. Like that last touchdown, I switched and my dude just looked at him like he didn't even turn around till it was mad late. I was like, come on, bro. You're fucking Marcus Peters. You're nice.
Right.
No. What I thought really was gonna say you was when Andrews dropped that fucking wide ass open touchdown. I was like, this nigga.
Oh, the one up the middle, the one, bro. Yeah. All 3 of those passes were bad drops, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think that was like, is Madden holding him? Is Madden about to hold him?
Yeah, that was crazy.
On the second down, on the second drop, I was like, okay, the script is in. I get it. And then when I threw the seam, I was like, nah.
I really would say that's the best throw Flash made all game too.
Bro, yo, I had what? I had 4 incompletions that whole final drive, and I went 15 for 20 the whole game. So I had a game till literally that last bullshit. Like till my last drives. Literally my last 2 drives when the completions came in.
That was the wild thing. I was like, Jose's playing a good game. He's not.
I mean, but I'm not gonna talk shit because every time me and him play, the game be good. Because the first game we played in the season, it came down to some bullshit like that too, like a fumble or something.
Oh yeah, the fumble, and you get the kickoff return.
Oh yeah, then I got the kick return. That was man bullshit. Or that one time that I think I was the Panthers and he was another team. And I think that my middle linebacker got hurt, and because of that, who was the linebacker you guys loved? Kuechly? I don't remember. So he got moved into the kickoff, and Mark was returning the fucking kickoff return, and he made him fumble, boom, on some bullshit. That was a playoff game. So it's like me and him always have good games, and I'm not gonna be like, yo, like I mean, nah, it be coming down to the wire, man. However it happens, somebody wins to the wire.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm ready to see these schedules. Like
I want to see the schedule and some of these changes, bro. Caesar got a young quarterback now. Let's see what he could do.
Mm-hmm.
I know Marcus is not sold on it. I was hearing.
No, I'm not sold on it.
Is it because you got to play him?
No, it's literally how C's play. He's not. Trevor Lawrence don't fit his playing style.
But Lamar wants my play style.
Exactly, but you trying to adjust to it. But you like fuck. You literally like sitting here like you would like to bomb the ball, and you're realizing Lamar can throw deep, but he's not a consistent deep thrower.
You know all I did all season was just work on his throw power, right?
I know.
That shit went up like 3 points. I just needed a fast wide receiver, bro.
No,
he was
I know
all-
you not like because you're trying to throw it deep, but C's gonna try to make Trevor Lawrence an improviser type of player. And that's not Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence ain't no Justin Fields. He ain't no Malik Malik Willis. That's what C's like. He wants a mobile quarterback so he can run the read option, throw little RPO bubbles, and all this college shit that doesn't make no sense to me. But hey, that's his game plan. That's his game style. And he's trying to redo that. And he realized I'd rather go younger and just let Jimmy G go and shit. And he's talking about he trying to tank and shit. And I'm like, if you was gonna tank, you should just not trade it for no quarterbacks and just play with Geno.
Get McCall. If I had gotten Hardman, I would have been so happy.
Man, part of me bidding for Hardman was to be like, I cannot let this man get Hardman, bro. Like, I'm not trying to deal with that. I'm so
He chose Chicago, though. He chose Chicago, and that's the funny part.
Yeah, I'm so glad, and how that happened,
bro. It would have been the third. Him, you know, I was probably his best offensive coordinator. You know, I know how to use him. It would have been great. Like, welcome home, son.
Yeah, when you had Hill, Hardman, and Kelsey.
Nah, man.
And Conley.
That was the one.
Yup.
Because in that Madden, we were able to upgrade specific categories, like specific things, attributes. So by the time the fourth season came around, both of them were both 99 speeds, and Conley was like a 99 speed. So it didn't matter, and they had 99 jumping, and they were all just too. I remember by the last season, I actually had my Patrick at like a 90 speed because he has so much XP that I was just working on his speed so he could scramble.
That's crazy. Yeah, you for all the years you had been trying to trade for Julio, and then when you finally got him for the league to have, for what happened to have happened, you built Conley basically into Julio. That was crazy.
Was he going to the Chiefs or was he going to the Redskins?
Julio was going to the Skins.
Yeah, he was going to the Skins for like fucking 5 pigs.
You finally did it, and then that happened. I was like, dang.
I think that's all I needed too. All I needed was Julio. Because that was my RG3 almost a 1 MVP cycle. I fucking lost to who was it? To fucking wide receiver, to Otis.
Ty's receiver, Simpson.
Who?
I think his name was something. Ty had a receiver named something Simpson.
No, it was to when Twan was the Bills.
Oh yeah. Twan had Otis, right?
Yeah, but that was a cycle where Twan had him, Ty had somebody. What was the other? Who was the dickhead? Tebow had one.
Yeah, Tebow. I mean, I think Vic had somebody.
Not Tebow. Who was the
Vic.
Who?
Vic, yeah.
Vic with the 49ers.
Yeah, Vic had the annoying the Spanish guy.
Yeah. That was a funny dude, man. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably put this back on once. I'm gonna start a new one. Once we get our first game, like in the season, and then we can watch it and reconvene.
No, that's not that. That's where we something coming up, and it's kind of interesting. And that's why I'm in my phone. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump in the PSN chat though. So
that's what I'm about to do, but it's gonna be interesting right now. So yeah, we reconvene.
Always good seeing y'all, man. I'll see y'all in the chat.
Yes, sir, man. You too. Come on, holla at you.